I think one really feels with performances here in Athens that this is the cradle of Western civilization, and it's almost surreal to see it in reality. So much of Western classical music that we play, these are the roots. These are the roots for Beethoven, these are still the roots for us, and so when you are at the source, at the cradle of it, it's really mind-boggling. I think particularly with Beethoven's Fourth Concerto, and some writers pointed out that Beethoven may have been particularly inspired by ancient Greece when he was writing this concerto, and certainly it's commonly told that the second movement of the Fourth Concerto is Orpheus taming the beasts. So I do think of it and can imagine that this is Beethoven's idea reflecting on Greek antiquity. So in that sense, it's particularly meaningful to play the whole cycle and the Fourth Concerto here in Athens.
What I love about the Fourth is just witnessing the intimacy, the somewhat poetic story. I'm happy to play all of them all the time as long as the Fourth is there. I think a lot of people would agree that the Fourth just sort of peaks out a little bit. I love that I get to play these pieces all the time. I love that we get to play the Fifth, of course, let it all out compared to what came before.
Going from Concerto Zero, which I think probably most of us have never played before, such an early work, to the Fourth and then the Fifth Concerto. It's like different worlds. Working with Kirill, I have to say, is such a treat. He's managed to convey so much about the music, but never once given us an order like play louder, play softer, faster, slower. He's got an incredible talent with words. He manages to bring the human element into it, an emotional request or a picture from his imagination, which I think we can all kind of make our own and then somehow come together with that in our minds.
His playing is really fantastic, and to do this project, all 6 piano concertos, is a special thing.
I feel embraced and welcomed, which I treasure and am honored by. It's musical paradise to work together, and still the openness and the desire to keep re-examining, to keep challenging and being challenged, to keep improvising, so that the search really never stops. And I think that's a common feeling for us, it's a common feeling for me. It's a pure musical joy because there's a purity of purpose. We are here because the pieces are so amazing that they continue giving us substance to engage with for generations and generations.
I feel that the way we've rehearsed has been like a chamber music rehearsal. These ideas that he's given us and insights into the concertos of Beethoven we can take away and throw into all other elements of our musical life as well.
I find him incredibly generous, and just he's got so much to do. He's decided to play all of this music, and yet he finds the time to share his vision, even if it's just in tiny little pockets.
If you listen to the orchestra, you will notice that everybody is a chamber music soloist. Everybody is very flexible, very solistic and very skillful. Everybody is all ears all the time.
We all come from a similar place in terms of how we want to approach the music, how we are prepared to really focus in detail and keep exploring, because of course we're a chamber orchestra, so we don't have the whole of the symphonic repertoire at our disposal. It's always a process of evolution, that things evolve and we learn and we discover, and I think that hunger to do that is always there with the COE.
It's a collective not only of highly talented people, but also with that comes a warmth and friendship and humanity. There's this richness of musical culture and identity, and I think these experiences certainly have been very formative and also brought astounding flexibility that really deserves the name chamber, as in chamber music, to this collective of musicians.